And you know, there's no point us talking about the young generation without having the young generation. And I want to hear from the young generation. And right beside me, this young king, I asked him if he wouldn't mind me interviewing him, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, yeah, it's cool. So the boys that are being made into men, this is what it looks like, you know? They got the heart and they just need the role model. So I want you guys to really just be with whatever it is that comes out of this conversation right now. So, young king, shake my hand. Let me just say, you know, I'm proud of you already for just being on the mic, right? What's your name?
My name's Rafael.
So, what does legacy mean to you, my brother?
Legacy. Hustling for your last name. Do you know what I mean? Hustling for your last name. It's all about the next one coming up.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? So, I mean, I try not to think too much on the future, too much on the past. I try to focus on now. You understand what I'm saying? But right now, is my son. You understand what I'm saying? He's the next one coming up. So a legacy for me is me doing the groundwork. So then now he's coming up now. He don't have to be looking for a certain organisation like this. You understand what I'm saying? These are given. These are built in the community. You understand what I'm saying? It's a part of the very fabric that makes a man. So legacy is all about the next ones coming up. Hustling for your last name, man.
Hustling. I don't even need to ask too many questions, but I do want to know how my beautiful sister feels about the Manhood Academy launch today, right here, right now. Not only is she a passionate sister in the community, but she's part of the team. She's family. So I really want to know, from being on the outside, because it's a man's event that's been put on, and also being on the inside for being part of the team, how she's feeling today is going.
It's not about me, you know what I mean? I'm just in awe, overwhelmed. A much needed calling has been going out for years from various team members and family, and to see that the men have answered the calling by somebody saying, you know what, I'm up for the challenge. And it wasn't one, it wasn't two, it wasn't three, there was a few men that have come together, and not just in the UK, but all over the world. That is a great achievement.
So,
you know,
100% support, financial support, moral support, any logistics that you need that we can bring to the table, we will be on it 100%. And it's very important, I believe, that because we're all gathering here today to bring the Manhood Academy into existence. And where I come from, when you bring something into existence, you put something down on the table. So we already met the Black Sox core group, the 30 of us as a core organising group, met last week, Wednesday, made it clear that the Manhood Academy is one of the key organisations we're going to be supporting going forwards, financially, spiritually and morally. So anything that's needed, we will push that forward. I mean, Davies is a part of the core group anyway, so you're plugged in to the Black Sox movement from that perspective. Let me just say, it's an amazing event that you put on today, very well organised, running to time, the speakers and the performers, off the chain, it's on point. I mean, we're doing a little program at the moment about Black History Month and what it's about. You know as well as I do, my brother, the young people are not connected with it. They don't see the relevance of it because they're not represented on the high street. They're being kicked out of school in record numbers and locked up in that industrial complex in historically unprecedented numbers. So something like the Manhood Academy is a glimmer of hope for these young people. It's great.
One of the first things, it's beautiful to see black men coming together on a positive, yeah? Because we're often seen coming together negatively, yeah? So anything that brings black people together, any organisation right now that brings black people together on a positive, yeah, is a great thing, because all we got is each other, all right? As for the Manhood Academy, the principles behind it are it's a great thing, it's great principles. One of the reasons why you don't find Jewish teenagers in gangs is because they have a rites of passage. So when they reach 13, they get a bar mitzvah and they have an elder that goes with them to make sure that they stay on the straight and narrow.
And I want to know a little bit about Black Poppy Rose, but first I want to know, how's today been for you?
This has been amazing. It's almost like being at a family reunion. Everybody I know, the community's come out to support Davis, doing great works in our community, and it's our jobs, those of us who are working out here, to support those who are also working. Because we've got a lot of talkers, but we've got to keep supporting those who are actually walking the walk. And I've got a son, he's 6. And he will be in the Manhood Academy for Boys in 2 years' time. I already started making noise about where's the 6-year-olds program, where are their programs? But I've got my job to do, and then when it's time for me to pass that on, we've got something here, and it's my job as a woman, as the mother of our community, who's doing work here to support the brothers and what they're doing.
Beautiful. So tell me, Black Poppy Rose.
So
what is that?
Black is for the people. Marcus Garvey told us black is for the people, so that's why it's black. Poppy is for remembrance, because no matter where in the world you go, when they're dealing with wars, it's remembrance from the poppy, and we also fell in those poppy fields. And rose is for honor and respect. People don't know that black roses can be found in Turkey. Turkey used to be a part of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, that region, used to be part of the Nubian Empire. So we're looking at things and we're now unfolding more things, just like the rose, just like the petal. So we have that symbol because we don't have symbols as a people when we're remembering historical facts. And seeing that we're here and everybody talks about the wars, we're not glorifying wars, we're talking about what's happened and what's affected us, because 100 years later from the First World War, we're still feeling those effects. So imagine back to Queen Nzinga fighting in the 1600s, what effects are Angola today feeling from that? So we're literally trying to uncover our history through our family legacies, because we all have had living relatives that have gone through these wars, but we've forgotten our legacies and our heritage. So we're trying to do that with the symbol and get our peoples together to understand that collectively we need to be remembering.
Talk to them, Andrew.
I mean, the Manhood Academy is on time. It's dealing with our young brothers, and I'm telling you, man, from the time I turned up today, bro, it was packed out.
Come on.
It was like people being turned away.
Come on.
We had to ask people to make space. We had to get children to do separate workshops so we can have seats available, man. And the promotion behind today has been second to none.
Yeah.
The Manhood Academy, I personally believe, not only is it on time, it's a stabilizing element that's going to literally take our young youth into the 21st century on another level. We need it, we want it, the community's shown that they back it 100%. And what's been phenomenal, we've had so many of our sisters come out, man.
So many.
And that to me says that is it. This is the Manhood Academy, man. What you're looking at today is history in the making.
In the making.
I think if I was to sum it up in one word, is responsibility. Learn to, like with Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Responsibility. Be responsible for your actions. If you be responsible in the way how you treat your sisters, your peers, your elders, and most importantly, each other. That is what I'm talking about. And self.
Brother, love, guidance, and respect to you.
Thank you very much. As we say in the church, namaste. And bow to the divinity within you. Beautiful. All right?
Well, first of all, thank you for your commendations. And I think for me personally, I'm a product of a Rites of Passage program. The elder men in my organisation, that our Kibble and Revivalist movement, initiated me into manhood formally. And that is an experience that has defined my manhood from that time till now and will continue to do so. And so whenever there's an institution in our community seeking to replicate that experience, I see it as a duty to support it. Yeah, it's not even something that I can even question whether I should be here, and even if I wasn't here, whether I should be supporting it. And so in that regard, it's an honor to be asked to present, if that makes sense, to share some of what I have developed and what has been given to me, gifted to me in my experience. I would say that in the importance of things like this is that only we can make the change that is needed in our community.
So what Manhood Academy is building is important in the sense that it's raising awareness that something like this is definitely needed, right? And in terms of what we do, we will support anything that you need, and vice versa, we would hope that you guys would support anything that we need. So it's all about unifying us as a people to deal with what needs to be dealt with on all levels. And in terms of Manhood Academy, keep the energy going. So it's not just a phase that happens through Black History Month and then for the rest of the 11 months, foolishness. You know what I mean?
So I'm looking in front of me and I can see businesses operating.
Yes.
I can see money exchanging. I can see the economy growing. And that's what we want to try and encourage more and more of.
Yes.
And it's great to see that adults do it, but we want to start teaching the kids from young so that when they get to the age of 16 to 19, a man can't tell them they have to stack shelves in Tesco's. If they want to set up their own business, if they want to employ other people, if they want to lead, if they want to grow teams, if they want to become international and start spreading the thing that they're passionate about and developing that into a business, into an economy, then that's what we need to do. And bringing us all together, I mean, as soon as I walked in, I'm seeing people I haven't seen for years, right? So as Mark said, it's about keeping that energy up and keeping that momentum up so that this is a permanent fixture within, you know, our community and the wider community so that we can reach our potential, both from young and old.
From the day you were born, you changed the world. Each and every single one of us has a unique fingerprint that shows us every single day that our very presence on this earth has changed the world. But you only really use that power of being a world changer when you start to realize that everything you think comes into existence. So from your brain creates your life. So it's very important that we take care of our mental state to see our future. So that's a world changer, someone who understands the power that they have to create the world they want to see. That's it. You see these young men here, yeah? It's not hard. So we need to shut up and just listen to the young people. They got the answers, you know, and they know from a very young age what they want. How old are you? They're 10, so they ain't really touched secondary school. And secondary school is the vampire that drains the blood of these passionate individuals. They have a wonder and a lust for life. And you heard it from their mouth. Have fun, live good, everyone together, positive vibes, happiness. They know it. But if we don't get to these young people now, you see them in year 10, in year 11, and that will not be the rhetoric that they're spitting out their mouths. You understand? So it's very important that we know, because by the time we leave secondary school, we've been drained of all our life and energy, so we don't believe in this world anymore. You understand? And those positive turns to negative. You understand? Good vibes turns to bad energy. And so why they like this? Why they like this? Look at these youthful faces. Why they like this? You have to get them and speak life into them. And not just with your words, but by your actions. We need to look at ourselves as adults and take that plunge into the place that we fear, which is being independent, which is being true to ourselves and what we desire for ourselves. A lot of us elder people have lost that inner child in us. And so we beat it out of these young people because we hate them reminding us of what we forgot, or what we lost. You understand? So we have to come and be real with ourselves and put our passion on the table and step out. And and really put our best foot forward in terms of who we are and what we want to do. You're not going to be